Okay, picking right back up. Ah, conveniently placed Stargazer. Thank you. That I can go back to the hotel. Oh hey, you made it here.
I'm afraid you saw my bad side at the Grand Exhibition. I was able to escape, thanks to you. I didn't mean to be ungrateful. I'm a soldier from outside Krot. They sent us in pairs to investigate. I got trapped by the blockade and separated from my partner. I don't think the puppets are the only things at play here. Can I stay with you until I get in touch with my partner? I get the puppets, but what are the monsters doing here? What is happening to Krot? I get the puppet. What is happening?
Okay, you have nothing to say.
At the House of Vanini, Master Vanini's collection box. You are indeed full of surprises, sir. Patrons of prestige can always count on seeing a bit more than the average customer. I am talking about you, sir. Shall we pay a visit to the House of Vanini's private reserve? At the House of Vanini...
Yes, Motivity pranks. Ooh, pirate murderer.
I hear there is a new guest at the hotel, and that you had a little something to do with that. I just find saving people is its own reward. I certainly don't need the money. Even strangers. Everyone deserves some help now and then. If we who live through times like this don't live the best lives we can, we dishonor the memories of all we have lost. Honoring the lost is why I do what I do. In a way, I envy the dead. They don't have to know what it's like to remember that they're gone. Ha! And here I go again. Blah, 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 and who cares, huh? Now, let's get out there and save my... that is, our city. There you are. Now, just leave this to me. Done and done. You will find Vanini always seeks to rise to the challenge at hand.
Orders. Old shack in the Boom slums in the Home District. Look for the bleak tree and wandering line. Shack next to it. That's all the way back at wait. All the way back in the Mallow District? The agreement is attached for mutual trust. I kept hiding the stolen goods in the Bearing Swamp and realized something. I'm never going to return if I keep going to the swamp. I love knowing the life of a thief, but I don't want to die now. So, we're returning to our sweet home. Even if the Black Rat or Legends make trouble, we're technically before them in the Malum District. In the slums, follow the slum rule. First, bring the stolen goods to our old base. Dumb, but we're loyal, unlike the rich, here's to a life on. all the way back in the Balam district. Old shack, look for a bleak tree and a laundry line.
I always welcome... Ah, the Grand Covenant. You're not asking much, are you? Very well. Geppetto himself created it, and God help me, I made it work. It's in every puppet, a sort of conscience. And in theory, it should have prevented anything like the puppet frenzy ever happening. It's because we don't truly understand ergo, at least that's my view. Sometimes ergo-driven puppets gain what we call awakened egos. Individuality, more or less. Which is a dangerous thing if someone's not ready to handle it. Though that is rare. Or used to be. Hence, the Grand Covenant. Humanity's safety net. But it did not work. The puppet frenzy happened anyway. And I still don't know how. So, the King of Puppets, how did he get around the Covenant, I wonder? He used the ergo wavelengths, but what did he do to their consciences? However, it's a different story when a single puppet cracks the safety device of so many puppets. Does the Grand Covenant break when their ego awakens? Or did someone cause the frenzy after lifting the Grand Covenant? If it's the former, the King of Puppets is the culprit. If it's the latter, the King of Puppets is a means to an end. I am but a simple, brilliant genius and a man about town. I do not pretend to be otherwise. That is why I'm asking you to solve this. Everything depends on what you do now and your choices. I always welcome...
Electric will serve me better. Increases the stagger damage.
Will you do, for once, it's not difficult or dangerous. Just give this to Alidoro? I'd give it to him myself, but he's in the Barren Swamp now. He'll understand the significance of this gift. I know. Just do this for me, and I'll be grateful. I know my way around.
Lady Antonia has heard about the Grand Exhibition. She realizes their cure is meaningless. Her illness has worsened. Perhaps because she lost hope. I fear we might lose her soon. Lady Antonia cautions against it, to be sure. But I still believe the gold coin fruit is our last hope. I have heard about an alchemist who knows how to use that most miraculous of medicines. Please find a way to treat her.
I'll do what I can.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping me company.
Got the alchemist in question, are you?
How's the cure for the petrification disease coming along? Glad you asked. It's going well, thanks to you. Sadly, it cannot cure everyone completely. Victims who have progressed too far have already lost organ function, and there's no way to restore that. Even if we eliminate the petrification disease, they won't last long. Their passing might be less painful than petrification, though. Are you sure? I can make a cure, Mr. Stalker, but I leave the choice to you. A longer but painful life, or a quicker but peaceful end. I'll make the cure if you give me 1 gold coin fruit. Stalker, please. The cure isn't exactly stable. Give it to the patient as soon as possible.
I believed in you, and my belief has been rewarded. The possibility of imminent death, though. Why won't pain ever leave her alone? I cannot make this choice. Every option is painful. I cannot know what's best for her. What would you choose? Yes. I suppose ignoring her pain wouldn't be right. Thank you so much. No matter what happens, I will accept it. I will administer the medicine. Please accept this token of my gratitude. No matter what fate serving her, welcome to her.
People have no thanks for keeping.
So the last thing to do in here is mess with the key organ. Beto. Oh, it just seems.
don't remember much beyond Rosa Isabel Street, do you? Ask me about areas you want to know about. I knew the alchemists were up to something. Something more sinister than just a cure. I should have known. Never trust an alchemist, I always say. But in desperate times, I broke my own rule. This is tragic news, especially for Antonia. Do what you can to keep her heart from breaking. The barren swamp was originally vacant, useless land. It became a massive dumping ground when the factory started disposing of puppets. The polluted groundwater spawned strange creatures. Perhaps similar to the ones in the cathedral. Definitely worth an investigation. And rumors whisper of rare treasure in a monster's nest. Why don't you go look for it, son? Krat Central Station. Yes, it's where you woke up. There used to be a workshop near the station. However, the puppets destroyed it when they attacked. Many of the puppets have moved on, but now, strange monsters lurk nearby. Be careful if you go back. You're precious to me. People call them the Alchemists of the Isle. Their headquarters must be on an island across the sea, but it's not on any charts. I remember tales of an underground dock in Krat, where the alchemists would embark. That's all I know.
Whatever choice you make.
I know my way around a well.
Can't alter any further. Oh wait. But then why give me... Hey, after all this time of waiting, actually, I have enough phaging canister to max out. I do not.
You're a worthy hunter, and it is worthy prey. What's this? A gift for a rescuer. From a technician girl. I don't remember. I've saved so many of the common people. Anyway, thank her, I suppose. Oh. Oh dear. These gloves are a mess. They don't even fit. Is this a practical joke? My God, I never did like that girl. She's just like him. Oh, never mind. I thought you had better taste than this. How disappointing. Get these rags out of my sight. You're a worthy hunter. What's this? A poster singing my praises? Oh dear, your practical jokes go too far. Oh, a wanted poster. Right, yeah. Let me explain. There is an unscrupulous reporter called Medoro, and he's the epitome of yellow journalism, and he only writes favorable articles if you bribe him. One time, I didn't give him a certain antique he wanted, and he slandered me, just like this. What has this world come to? Even noble explorers searching for true history get lambasted for all to see. Perhaps I should be pleased that this scrap of paper is powerless, as there's no authority to pay the reward. You can keep it as a souvenir. You're a worthy hunter.
You're sounding more and more suspect, Mr. Alidoro. Jenny made four-fingered glove. Tells me the real Alidoro have a hand with only 4 fingers. That's my guess. Go have something to say?
Life is short, and all I can do is keep plugging away. You actually met Alidoro and asked him about the wanted poster. That's odd. Alidoro and Medoro are friends. When I was hurt, he took me to Medoro, who was one of the first on the scene. Medoro is quite the medic. He saved me when the workshop tower fell. There's gotta be a logical explanation. The Alidoro I admire would never talk about a
Not
friend
really
like that.
Alidoro.
But who knows? Maybe that wanted poster is real. You keep an eye on him if you see him again. In times like these, when I trust Alidoro. He wants to save people and seek out the truth. Anyhow, you gave me the first lead on Alidoro I've had in months. Take this in return. Consider it a gift suitable for times like these. Life is short. All I can do is keep Life is short. All I can do is...
Okay. Why in the world is that thing even here in Krat? I thought they were joking when the city dispatched me to catch the monster. I figured it was probably a broken puppet or a bear with a petrification disease. That green thing is huge! What on earth did it eat in the swamp to ever grow so big? I don't think it's a waste problem. I've observed it, protects the nest and likes to bring his toys there. Puppet bodies aren't used as toys. This thing sucks ergo from scrapped puppets before playing with what's left. Feeds on ergo, and that's why it grows so big. This whole area is a feast for it. I need to report this. Blasted bastard, screw you all. I think that green guy was made by the alchemist for sure. Or he's their mistake. How else can they ignore our backup requests like this? Always like this. Something is unfair in the world, they just ignore it. Why did they send us? Are we prey, not hunters? The guy is watching us more and more. He definitely knows we're looking at us like we're toys. Someone hurriedly scooped. Guard post captured soon. Lost control of ballistas. Impossible to take back. I asked her to forgive us for life and feet. Whatever this thing is, or Gotham. Yep. Boss fight time, let's go. Curious what it is. The weird fella. Okay. Sure. Hey, is this the King of Puppets? What's the parade master? Oh! Grab attack! Oh no! Can you kill me? Yeah! Puppet-Devouring. Eliminated.
I knew you'd do it. Finally, the last hero weapon is in my hands.
Are you gonna try and ambush me and steal my goodies? Just refill my healing reserves first.
I knew you'd do it. I had a feeling you'd be the perfect bait. I got what I wanted thanks to you. The last hero weapon is finally in my hands. I knew where it was, but I didn't dare lay my hands on it. The swamp is too dangerous. Someday soon, you'll see. You have my thanks. And you've earned a nickname. Alidoro's best bait. See you at the hotel. Thank you for your hard... Let's go back to the hotel and celebrate.
Where am I? I do not regret destroying the Saintess statue and to stop it from being. Of course, they'll find another way, but at least those who escape will find freedom. If I have any regrets, it's just one. God, save that child. Came from across the wide ocean, from across the wide ocean. Cross Central Station.
Did you feel that? An ergo amplification effect coming from Cross Central Station. I wonder if the alchemists are plotting something again. Please, investigate that area.
Will do. But I suppose go to the hotel. Try to expose Alidora, yeah. A billion people have things. Oh. Can't go back to these. Gotta give this golden ergo to Panini. Lady Antonia is probably passing away.
At the House of Vanille?
No! Can it be? It can! Are you hurt anywhere? Ha! You never fail to surprise me, compagno. Now, allow me to return the surprise. This little wonder creates a lead-acid battery in a flash. The golden ergo is the purest form of power we can use, and it's nearly perfect. We could power a city block with this. You see, the alchemists ordered transportation from me, powered by this. I'm not sure, but maybe it's still in their underground base. Just one problem with the base. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know when exactly either. I had to just hand it over immediately after the launching ceremony. After all, I am the prince of the Krat social scene, and I surrendered to their mysticism. There, it's done. Now take it. A secret alchemist's underground lair. That sounds like something Antonia might well have heard of. You'd better ask her about it.
Come here, child. This is my first chance to get a proper look at you. It's a shame my illness kept me from seeing such a handsome gentleman. Oh, to be young again. You are responsible for this miracle. You have no idea how much it means to me. I have to stay seated as I feel a little lightheaded, but I feel the vigor I thought I'd lost forever. Thank you. If Krat ever holds a proper ball again, I hope you'll ask me for a dance. I heard what happened at the exhibition. How frightful. It's no wonder you're trying to track down the alchemists. I'll tell you one thing. Many secrets are buried in the city of Krat. The same goes for this hotel. Beneath us, there is a passage connected to an underground base of the alchemists. It's where Ergo's vein was first discovered, long ago. Until the petrification disease, the hotel worked hand in hand with the alchemists. But I didn't know they'd be so corrupt. Everything changed when Simon became their leader. Oh, I thought the survivors of the exhibition would be different. But they're just as corrupt. The passageways to the underground base are locked from their side. We can't get through unless they open them. And the underground base is the only way to embark for the Isle of Alchemists. If we find the right alchemist, perhaps we can get that door opened. I heard that some of them occupy the collapsed tower of the train station. And the collapse makes me wonder whether they had something to do with the recent earthquake. Look into it, won't you? People have no thanks for keeping.
You made the right choice. Lady Antonia is completely cured. She is so happy. I don't even know how to thank you. I know now what a glorious feeling it is to wish for the happiness of someone you care for. Perhaps it's presumptuous for a puppet to call that feeling love. I am happy enough just to protect her, as best I can. Thank you for saving her. No matter what fate serving her, welcome.
Alright, Alidoro, you prick.
I found the last treasure thanks to you. The saber. A precious artifact from overseas. It'll always remind me of the rascal who stole it, then fell into the nest. I tried to save him, but I failed. Let the punishment fit the crime, I say. And in a twist of fate, you must become the weapon's true owner. A great weapon calls for a great...
Alright. This is the Two Dragons Sword. Technique weapon. I am not going to bother with it. Fury attack dodge. Huh. Not sure what that grants, truthfully, but...
By the way, do you remember when I mentioned my partner? I got a distress signal from him. His last location was Krot Central Station, but my gear won't protect me from the petrification disease there. Can you find him for me? I'll make it worth your while. Thanks. My partner's name is Atkinson. I think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station.
Can do.
Hey, about my request last time. Did you give Alidoro the gloves? Phew. Even the Union's advancement test didn't make me this nervous. All right, I'm ready. Tell me the truth. Did the gloves make Alidoro happy? What? His fingers are fine? That can't be right. And no, I'm not being precious about my work. When the workshop tower collapsed, the Hound lost a finger saving me. Something to puzzle over. In any case, thanks for doing your part. You have a moment to talk about Alidoro? I know I sound obsessed, but we could have starved to death trapped under the rubble. If it wasn't for Alidoro's sacrifice back then, I don't want to think about it. And yet I can't forget it. That's why it's so puzzling. It's not like his finger could grow back. Could you find out more about Alidoro for me? If I called it surveillance, would that be too cruel? In any case, we need to watch out. You be careful too. I know my way around.
So disappointed about that. Finally get a second motivity crank.
No matter
Happy
what
upgraded
fate
room.
brings us, serving. Welcome.
Whatever choice you make.
Okay. I'm not quite sure.
A great weapon calls.
Oh dear. Okay. Now I will fight you fruitlessly. Murderer puppets. This one do? Increases damage inflicted on humans. Okay. I have to keep that in mind moving forward.
Kill me. I'm a human. Just a soldier.
Well. Oops. I bet that was Atkinson, and I just screwed this all up. Well, what I get?
You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you got.
Just let me equip this. Okay. Now we can tango. Actually. Okay.
In a city where everything is upside down, the strong rule, not the wise. In a city where everything is upside down, the strong rule, not the wise. In a city where everything is upside down, the strong rule, not the wise. Stealing from the rich never gets old.
Ugh. Humanoid enemies. The Gemini protection enough? Yep. Alright. Well, that's a good stopping spot.